Friends, I don't even know if I can begin to express how exciting it is to finally walk on some grass. Hey friends, well, this is first time I've been in my greenhouse basically since the snow has flown, and feels good. I'm definitely gonna have to clean out the place, and we're still a ways away from where this will be a usable space, but the melt is finally happening, so we're close. Good morning, chickies. This is a very happy morning for them, that they can actually roam a little bit. I almost can't believe this. My daisies are green and have come back already. This right here is one of the reasons why all of my raised beds are gonna have covers on them. Hi, Mama Cat. It's one of the best and the worst things about the melt is that it uncovers everything that I didn't do in the fall. This year especially, I have a lot of compassion for myself. At the fall and the winter time, I was just not feeling well. The pregnancy was fine, but I was at really high risk of uterine ruptures. So like, I just couldn't do a ton of walking around. I couldn't do a lot of heavy lifting. And basically I just didn't have it in me to finish those tasks in the garden that I needed to get done. So I think a lot of us have had a year like that. So even if it's not with a baby or a pregnancy, I'm sure you can relate. 2022 was such a rough year in so many ways, and even though things ended out well, I don't think I realized like how hard my heart had become until finally, like yesterday, when the weather finally warmed up, the snow was melting for real, the sun was shining, and really for like the first time in a long time, it just felt like the world was full of possibility. One really important chore that I have to do right now is figure out what the temperatures are like in this greenhouse, so I know when I can start putting plants in here. And there are some plants that I'm totally willing to put in here, just cover, and others that I don't put in here until basically all risk of frost is pretty much passed. So let's take a look at what helps me. This right here is a minimum maximum thermometer, and the nice thing about it is that it will tell me what the max temperature in here got to the day and then the minimum at night. And so the black part is the current temperature, and then it'll just push forward that red one as the day goes on, and then it'll push down the blue one as the temperatures dip in the night. It's a really useful tool to have, and I mean, of course you can get electronic things that have sensors and alert your phone or whatever, but I don't know, I just kind of like the old school feel of this, and it's really just easy to put wherever. I've been worrying a lot about the deer getting to my tulips, so for right now what I've done is I've just put some of these panels over top. This is not a permanent solution, but just in case any of my tulips start coming up, I want to make sure that the deer can't get at them, or at least not quite so easily. I don't know, maybe this will do nothing, but it's something. I realize that a really determined deer could probably get through those panels, but if nothing else, it's just like a mental note for me that I need to make something a bit more permanent there and a bit more deer proof. So in the next couple of days, hopefully before those tulip buds come up, I will put some sort of a barrier that works a little better. You've also probably noticed in this video that I've been wearing these black muck boots, and they are fantastic. I got these free from Grubs boots. They sent them to me to try out. Now the great thing is they actually want to give away a pair of Grubs boots to one of you. Just comment in the description to enter. Tell me something that you're going to do now that the snow is melting, and you will be entered to win a free pair of these Grubs boots. Now this is actually for Canadian viewers. So Grubs boots already exist in the States, but They are now shipping to Canada. I'll put the link to the website in the description. I'm wearing the Frostline boots. They're good up till -40. I have quite wide feet and large calves, so rubber boots are really hard for me to fit, and these fit great. So if you don't win the contest, definitely get yourself a pair. Hi, Mama Cat. Hello, sweet girl. Over here are my ranunculus and anemones that I've been hardening off now. They're looking a little sad because the cover I put on them was a bit too heavy. And these snaps over here, I just let them have a little bit too much sun and wind exposure. They got a little bit burnt, a little bit whipped around, but that's okay. Anything that's here is kind of part of an ongoing experiment that I've been doing just to see how much I can push cold loving plants. People tend to get a bit of anxiety when they see how early I push my ranunculus and anemones outdoors, but I promise that there is a method to my madness. Same with those snapdragons and the sweet peas. I think you saw some fennel there as well. Just know that I don't put anything outdoors that I'm not willing to lose, and that I've been doing this for about 4 years, and I'm just kind of trying to figure out those last little bit of like the rules and guidelines about, you know, how much can they actually handle. I mean, I've read cool flowers, obviously, but cool flowers is for warmer zones. It's not for here in zone 3. And I just don't know of any other information about that, like for cut flowers, that anyone is doing that. So I've been working on this for a while. I'm really hoping to put it into a book at some point, and it's not coming out right away. Like, this is a bit of a longer project, but I will definitely let you know when that book arrives, and it's probably going to be an ebook unless you're like a publisher watching this and you would like to publish my book. Let's talk. I'll just throw it out there. Well, friends, Julia is fussing again. I just don't think I'm going to be able to talk to you too much more, so I'm going to wrap this video up and we will see you in the next one. And that is going to be one you don't want to miss, because I'm going to plant my raised beds. There's going to be lots of good information there on what you can start gardening now when you're on zone 3. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.